I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever skip one, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Hey, goat fucker, stop talking to me. You know, because you and your uncle done made it very, very clear what you want to do. So if you were ever to do anything you threaten to do, I mean, you realize that I ain't gonna have to worry about being charged or go to court or anything because you've demonstrated that you want to kill me. So, you know, your uncle admitted it, that he's trying to groom you into doing that. So, yeah, that ain't gonna work out too great for you. You best stay over there with them goats and worry about them being your property, because I ain't your property. Yeah, I need my guest to hold on though just a second before I bring him up. I'm gonna smoke while I talk to you, so you gotta give me just a second. I'm doing something. Hey, you know, that's cute. You trying to use the whole June 29th. That's real cute. Isn't that cute? You want to be like the workies. Oh, listen, man. Give it up, spokesman. They kicked you out. You're supposed to be fighting them. You're supposed to be fighting the trolls. What are you doing? You're in here threatening to go real life. You know, all I got to do is just take a snapshot of that. And, I mean, you guys aren't too smart. That's for damn sure. I don't blame blind all the way because y'all's a lot of people. You know, y'all think just because every couple of people you run into, you come across one that you're able to like get over on. I don't know. You let it go to your head. Just a second now. I'm about to go outside right now. I heard it was colder in Texas than it was up here. All right, I'm bringing our guest up now. After I. Yeah, what's up?
What's up, bro? Before we start, do you prefer to be called Spaghetti Butt or what? What do you want me to call you?
I don't. I mean, I really. You know what my name is. Oh man, you've been doing your thing, and I ain't paid attention to you. Somebody told me what you was doing last night, and suggested I ought to pay you a visit. So I did. I mean, that's like the first and only ever thing I've done to you since you started doing this bullshit. So you can't say I ain't been trying to take the high road. Hello. Hello, Wall. What's up, Citizen Z? Just remember what I told you, spokesman. And he fell out of here. I guess he was just trying to porn bomb me. What a pussy. You can't even talk to me, bro. That's some pussy ass shit right there. I invited him on my panel, but because I had the not, you know, what the hell do you expect me to do? Not have a fucking banner up? No, sir. He let me fuck my channel up. You got a total of 3 fucking viewers over there. You're killing it, bruh. Oh, hillbilly trunk slut is all over on Danny's panel. Okay. Shit, that was blind. He's mad. He's still mad about last night when I went to his panel. He's mad. He's trying to get somebody on some payback shit. Oh, he said he got disconnected. Hold on, I think he's back here. Oh wait, yeah, he was back here. All right. Well, shit, I thought he ran away. That's my bad. I'll take back everything I just said.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you do that a lot, huh? Have to take back something you said or whatnot.
I took that back because if you got disconnected, then I assumed you left and I was wrong.
Okay, so yes, I give
See,
you the double
I can admit when I'm wrong. Something my trolls can't do, but you know.
That's not true.
Shit.
But we don't mind pointing out when you're wrong. That's the beautiful thing about
don't
YouTube.
drop the wee shit, dude. You barely have known any of these people or me. Come on, drop the wee shit.
Okay,
Your brand spanking new, and you're just trying to get in. And you're just trying to get in this because you think it's gonna build your channel.
No, it's already built my channel. I've gained 400 subs. I've gained 400 subs since I met you. How has it not?
Oh yeah, and instead of being fucking thankful of that, no, you gonna be a dickhead. You gonna turn on over to and do everything you swore you wasn't gonna do. You gonna go ahead and do it. I mean, you like a fucking Judas, bruh.
That's not even true. We weren't even friends. I did. What are you talking about?
You were supposed to be friendly with me. Maybe not best friends. I ain't never say that. Don't get it twisted.
Come on, Square. Come on. Who turned on who, bro?
You did. I tell you, okay, I'm not hitting nobody. I'm not blocking them, which is what you wanted. And then, you take my wrench away for that. And then, hold on. Then I fucking let that shit go. All right. I didn't start no shit over it. And then you fucking did all the rest of your shit. And you've been streaming me, and I haven't been paying you no attention. Hadn't said a word about you hardly.
No.
And then, yes, literally, I had one stream where I mentioned what you did a little bit. Look at all the streams I've had since then. I haven't mentioned you at all. And you've been doing streams every other day. One about me.
I wasn't able to
one
hear
about
you.
me.
Did you tell me what you wanted me to, the spaghetti butt or square, or what do you want me to call you? Spaghetti butt? Is that cool?
You know my name. If you're going to be disrespectful, I mean, this will be a short-ass meeting.
I'm not even bro,
I haven't disrespected you not once.
You just porn bombed me, fool.
Oh, well, you're fucking lying in bed with my trolls and fucking going along with their bullshit narratives, bro. You
Well, and that's
realize
the only thing.
I'm not a felon. Half of these people you're surrounding yourself with got a record or with somebody that does have a record. I'm not a felon. All right. I
So
don't have. I'm not a fucking pedo. You know, but you're co-signing all that shit right now.
who
Basically,
is?
that's what you're doing.
Who
So
is? What are you talking
just
about?
remember that. Just remember that. I mean, you're co-signing people that go after people's innocent family and shit. Just remember that.
Well, I'm co-signing them to the extent that I agree with trolling you. That's it. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
co-signing
Well,
their crime.
their definition of trolling, because see, they can't get to me with just no regular trolling anymore. That's why they've always had to go up the ante and take it to real life,
But
because
I
they can't
can.
get that.
You got to
That's why
admit,
they
bro.
got you. Well, why do you think you're sitting there watching archive videos? Keyword archive shit from 2 years ago, because that's when I first came on. Yeah, I didn't know what I was getting into, and I went through a bunch of bullshit. But you don't know everything. You're just seeing the supercuts. But that's all
Well,
right. You look at
okay,
those archive
okay.
footages
Then explain. Then
and you see that
explain.
old shit, but just know that old shit's not happening today. Ain't
I'm
nobody
open to
getting me
investigate. I mean,
worked up
to
to the point that I scream I'm not dabs again. Like,
why
that's
would
only
you
a
cry
relic.
hysterically? That's just the first question. I'm curious. Since
Dude, number one, the only other times I did that was when my boss died. My boss and my friend passed away, and I found out while on live. And the other time was when my dog was gone.
yeah,
Uh, like, I could not find my dog. Those are the only two times. It's no big
but
deal. I don't
why?
give a shit about it.
Why would you cry hysterically like that? Like that's just so bizarre to me.
It's so bizarre. Oh, well, maybe you're just not as emotional as I am. That could be it.
Facts. I mean, I don't know any women that are as emotional as you are. If that's how you,
Oh, well, you're crazy. I've been with plenty of women. It's just like you had some dude in there trying to tell you that a girl named Marquette I was with was a she, like was a dude. And I shared pictures of her. They're on my community wall. One of them, she's got a fucking baby bump. Ain't no dude ever got pregnant, even if they was a transsexual and had the surgeries and shit. And she's pregnant. She was a straight up woman. But that's what I'm saying. You believe lies.
yeah, I'm cool with it. But
So you're cool with knowing that it's lies and bullshit.
I
So
mean,
what's the point?
for that's the thing for the most part because you said that they're not willing to. Do you have like a bird or something in the background?
Bro, I'm outside. I mean,
Uh,
yeah, there's birds singing and tweeting. I mean, that's what they do. I can't stop them.
you getting your Cinderella on? I like it, bro. I would
I
much
get
rather see you in Cinderella
okay.
mode than crying hysterically because that shit was kind of pathetic. I'm just saying. But
Well, you can just say whatever you want. I mean, I
but why
mean,
would you
I
porn
would have to
bomb me?
value your opinion very much strongly to give a shit. Just to be
Why would you
frank.
porn bomb me? And why would you porn bomb yourself, dog?
Didn't do myself. See, I was getting sniped, so it's kind of like a twofer. Because I
Oh,
got you and I got them too, and plus I know how to get my shit removed. Bro, I got somebody that confirmed that they was reporting your shit. Like, you don't even realize, like, you're being trolled, bro. You're being
no,
trolled,
bro.
and I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to give it away. But just know I could ruin their troll, but I'm
No,
not going to
little
do that.
bro. Check it out though. That's the thing though, is that there's nothing that they can do to hurt me, like or make me cry like a hysterical woman.
Well,
But
they almost got helped cause your channel getting flagged last night, but I
almost.
mean, it's just a group of the people that you
You gotta
invited
be
over there. I
quicker than
told you
that.
not to, and I don't even know specifically who it is, but I'm just telling you, like, I didn't get that idea myself, and I can't even really tell you who gave it to me because I don't know. Does that make sense to you? It's called
I
an
mean,
unknown number.
kinda. I just don't know why. That's like that's crazy talk. But like, what do you call it? You gotta be quicker than that, bro. You gotta be
I gotta
quicker
be
than that.
quicker than that, bruh. Okay, I got the proof, like, but I'm not gonna waste
No,
my
I mean
time.
to
You either
get me
believe me or
to,
not.
to, to get me the way you tried last night, because It was a good attempt, bro. You had the W. You should have just killed my stream before you did it. That's all I'm saying.
What are you
But
talking
okay,
about? I did kill your stream.
okay. So
You
before,
had to delete. You had to delete it, didn't you?
yeah, I had to restart it. That's facts. But so did you.
Well, no, I was prepared to do that. I'm so quick with it; it doesn't even bother me. I mean, it pissed you off, though. I mean, that was the whole point.
No, I thought it was. I thought it was a good. I thought it was a
No,
solid attempt.
and then I got told that you said that I should have just pulled my dick out. Like,
Yeah, I said that.
is there something you want to see, bro? Like, because that's
No,
weird.
no,
All
bro.
right, man.
Because you
Because
got
I
caught
don't do
jacking
that, bro.
it. Because you got caught jacking it on the other stream, and that's what I was
No, I
talking about.
didn't. See, now you're telling another narrative that's a lie. That's a lie. There is no video. Ask them for the uncensored version then. See if you
I
get it.
already did. I'm trying to pay for it right now. We're trying to negotiate.
You're going to be ripped off, dude. They don't have to give you that to pay for it. Just tell them to send you the uncensored. Bro, there is no picture of my junk ever out there. Do you think if I had flashed them, which could get me registered and get me fucking charged, you don't think that they wouldn't have had that done to me? Bro,
I
there
don't
is
know.
nothing out there of my dick. I promise you that. Nobody's seen it online because there's no pictures of it. I don't do that shit.
Is it there?
Obviously.
I'm not. But do you know what a dude is? I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Wait, I'm not stupid, but I don't know what you're trying to imply there with that.
No, I'm just wondering if you know what dudette means because your friend's name was Marquette,
No,
and
not my
Mark is a
friends.
very
The girl that I was
common.
with for a short amount of time, her name was Marquette. That's her name, Marquette, because she's of the African descent and they have more unique names along those
That's not
lines.
an
It's
African
not a
name.
Caucasian. Okay, well, maybe it's an African American name. I agree with you. It's not a traditional African name. You're right. It's an African American name.
Or it could be a play on the name Mark, possibly, right?
But if you think that a Mark could get pregnant, then, I mean, I, I have got the Guinness Book of World Record there, and I need to take that shit and get paid because
So
there's
you
never
got
been
him
a man.
pregnant too?
No, I'm just saying that they've been pregnant. I have a picture of them pregnant that I found on their social media and posted. So to disprove the fact that y'all are trying to say it's a man.
Well, I have to rely on you see, and that's the reason. Let me explain why I said we,
No, that's what
because
I'm saying. You rely on people you don't know. I mean,
and I'm
you
cool with
knew
that.
me a little bit, but hell, you don't know them not a bit, and you're just taking everything they spoon feed you, and you're
Well, because it serves my
digesting it.
agenda. I'll accept it if it
It
serves my
serves your
agenda.
agenda. You wasn't even being fucked with by me to begin with. I didn't do shit to you.
You told Penelope not to be on my streams, bro, and that's the worst way you could do me.
No, well, hold on. First of all, you disrespected her, Britt, and me, and that's factual because you let people on who have basically said and repeated what fucking Deadly has made up about Britt, which was fucking awful and had to do with her role as a parent. I ain't even
That
gonna get
don't have
into the
anything to do
specifics
with
of it.
me.
You let those people have a platform. Then you let Andrea up there. You told her not to talk shit about Penelope down in the chat. She came up on the panel and she continued to do it regardless, and you just let it slide. And
Bro,
then
the
to
thing
top
is
to
that
top
I'm
it off,
not.
that I straight up heard you say, "I need to get so and so up here." Like you basically gave yourself away right then when you said you wanted to get the dude that's like one of the most obsessive motherfuckers. Like, I mean, dude literally has said before that he gets hard whenever I go live. Like
Yeah, I got a
that's some
boner a
weirdo
minute
shit.
ago when
You
we were
wanted to
getting.
bring him up on panel, and
I
if you
had a
thought I
boner.
was about to stay up there, I mean, I could see what you was doing. You was trying to set me up. I'm not a dumbass.
What do you
That's
mean?
why I vamoosed.
What do you mean, fool? That's the thing. You see, though, like that's the problem with being perpetually victimized. Is the I was
Perpetually
honestly,
victimized. Bro, I
yeah.
promise you this. I've not been getting victimized here lately. Have I been victimized? Maybe before, but that ain't got nothing to do with this right now.
But you're telling me how I done y'all wrong by because you see, I don't have nothing to do with the actions those other people took. And the
No, you
bottom
might not
line,
have anything directly to do with them, but when you give them, when you fucking support them in different things, it's no different than if you
hearing
support
them
an
out and
artist.
supporting them, bro.
Like, okay, if you're a fucking fan of Trump, you're not going to support. Most people aren't going to support somebody that is anti-Trump. All right. Now, I said most people, not everybody, but most. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, it just has to do. It's common logic, dude. I mean,
the
and
thing
if you're
is
going to
though is
support them, if you're going to support them, then I mean, you could be looked at as backing up everything they've ever said or tried to put. You know, which is a lot of fucked up shit.
see, that's
So
that
that's my whole
perpetual
point.
victim shit I'm talking about. That's the because the thing is, bro, is if they're shitty people like you
Okay,
claim,
okay. Well, tell me this: why is some people still? I mean, I'm not the only one that don't want to be around certain people. There are plenty of people who have told me like I couldn't be friends with them if I was around so and so or so and so. So, you know, don't act like that it's something I just magically did for the first time and nobody's
but
ever
I
seen
don't
it
do that.
before.
I don't play that shit, and I don't let anybody tell me who I can and can't talk to. So like
Did
that
you
wasn't
see
just
me
a you
trying to
thing.
tell you that? No, I
Yeah,
didn't. I didn't expect that from you.
that's what you're talking. What do you mean?
I expected when it came to you had told me that if people was bad and they kept trying to change subjects and stuff like what to do. So I mean, we had an understanding. I felt on that, but I didn't tell you. Uh, I never did try to tell you what not to do or whatever.
You just I think that you're just like not seeing your own actions because that's exactly when you tell
Oh,
me
I'm
don't let
seeing
people in the
my
chat,
I'm
don't let
seeing
people
my
on
actions.
panel. That's
Well,
exactly
no,
what you're asking me to do. You're
no,
telling me,
I told you to just fucking let me know if you wanted to have someone else on. I'll get off.
and then to
Like, but no,
tell,
I'm not going to sit up there with certain people. No, I'm not.
but you
I
didn't just
mean,
get off, bro. You got mad and you told Penelope not to come to my live streams, which is
no, no, no,
crazy.
no, no, no. That's not why. That it was after you fucking decided to. Oh yeah, when you decided to bring up those certain trolls. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You see, though, that's exactly what you see. So you're admitting what I'm saying.
I'm admitting that part. I mean,
So you got mad because I was talking to certain people, and then
and
you
it's
got
not
to chat
getting
with.
mad. It's not getting mad. You said that you wasn't. Oh my gosh, dude. See, you're just a flip flop. I mean, because you said one thing and then you flip flopped on it, and then you expect
Man,
nobody to say anything.
I told you from the dude. I told you from the moment that I brought you up on my panel that I wasn't just gonna block anybody off anybody's word. That I was gonna, because the thing is, if those people, your
But you
shittiness
also said
shows.
that if they came in there doing crazy shit to block them.
Like your
So
shittiness
you see the
shows, bro.
hypocrisy there. You see, it's
Your
well,
shittiness shows.
according to
If
Dagburn,
people
it's
just look at
hypocrisy.
your actions, and those people, none of their shittiness has shown. So like
Man, you was full of hypocrisy, bro.
your shittiness shows though. So like, if you just let people do what they're gonna do and watch what they do, if those people were shitty, then it would have showed themselves to be shitty. But you're the only one that has looked shitty,
So you're
from my
telling me
point.
when they flooded your channel that time with all those bots and you had to restart, that wasn't when they started threatening you. That wasn't an example that they're shitty.
I mean, then that was nothing. That was nothing. I didn't feel. I mean, no, not
Bruh,
to
you
me. I
see
didn't
what
feel
I'm
like I was
saying?
shitty.
There's a disconnect here because like
I didn't
I'm
get
even
mad at
taking
you for
some of
porn bombing
I'm
me.
taking some of your stuff into consideration, but you're not taking none of mine. You're just automatically rejecting everything.
No,
Like, and
because
that's
what
not
you're saying
rational.
to me is like weakling talk, bro. Like I'm not gonna cry
No,
because you
it's not
porn bomb me.
weakling talk. Okay, I mean, good try to. That doesn't bother weakling talk. Okay.
Well, because bro, I'm not that sensitive. I'm not gonna cry because you porn bomb me. I'm not
Oh,
gonna cry because they
sensitive.
bodied
Oh,
me.
but you talked about it for minutes, and you even said that I should have showed my own dick. Like that's pretty
Yeah,
sensitive to me.
I did. No, that's not sensitive. But I did say that. I admit that. Well, because you got
Yeah.
caught jacking it already, and if you're gonna show
No,
your
I
face,
didn't. See, you're saying another lie. You just defamed me now twice because
that's
that
not,
is not
bro. You
true.
said it.
There
What
is
do you
no,
mean?
there is no, no, I didn't. I
Yeah,
said
you did.
clearly that they have been lying about it. I never did
No,
say
you
that I
said that
did
you
any such
tricked
thing.
them. You said you tricked them into thinking that you were sitting there jacking it, right? Well,
I did
I'm
not
tricked.
say that.
You tricked me.
I'll tell you this. I said straight up that the thing that they showed where they blurred was nothing more. When I was on my own panel, you can see I'm on the panel. I'm on StreamYard. I pulled up my shirt to show my stomach. But how my hand is placed and the way they blurred it, it almost looks like to the untrained person, he must, they blurred it, so he must be having his private out. But that's not the case. If you were to unblur that, you would see nothing more than a stomach and a hand.
And then
But
the
see, they're
fact that
not
you're
going to show
watching
you
MILF
that.
porn. The fact that you're watching MILF porn too simultaneously, right?
Oh my gosh. Here we go again. You're going to
No,
believe everything that you get told
you
because
said it.
you don't realize whenever I've trolled some of these people, they'll never admit to being trolled. No matter what I do, say, or tell them, they will go with it
So
like it's the truth.
hold on. Okay, so you're telling me you sit there with your hand on your stomach, rubbing your stomach while watching
No,
MILF
I was
porn to
showing I
troll
was
them?
showing my scars. I was showing my scars, and I wasn't watching any porn. I never said that. Here
Yeah, you
again,
did.
you're trying to put something into my mouth that I didn't say.
I just went play by play through it last night where you were talking about it and you said that you trolled
Okay,
them
look, whatever
and that
you
you were
played
watching
up
MILF
that was
porn.
old, you have to realize I can't remember every archive thing. But whatever you played that was old, I guarantee anything that I said, it was because if I said it was to troll them, then it was to troll them.
Okay,
But you
but
don't, but you're not taking it like that. You want to take their interpretation that, oh, I was really doing all that stuff.
all I saw was what you said. I never even have gotten an interpretation on it
Well,
except for
besides
my
what
own.
I said, why don't you ask them for the full, unedited, uncensored footage? You don't have to pay them for it. That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard.
I
Like
did, but the thing is that like okay, so but that's not defamation
they're
though.
gonna
That's the
try to
thing.
make it AI. They're gonna try to make it. They're gonna take their time with it and try to make an AI and put my face over like an AI,
Oh
maybe if they
dang.
can or something. But I'm telling you, I don't have any any moment ever on camera, whether backstage or like they say that stuff is backstage. How come I got the little tag at the bottom? If it was backstage, I would be smaller. I wouldn't be that big. That's how you know it's a lie when they say, "Oh, this is him backstage." Why the fuck am I big as hell? Because when
So
someone's in
you
your
were
backstage, they're not
pretend
big.
jacking it. You were
They're not.
pretend jacking it.
When I came into your backstage and you was looking for my finger and stuff, was I big as hell? No, I was a small ass little square, and
Yeah.
I'm telling the truth.
Well, no,
So
I haven't seen the
exactly,
video. I haven't seen the
dude.
video.
I'm
I'm
telling you, the videos they show that say I'm backstage doing what you're exactly believing right here and talking about. I'm telling you, show me big as hell, like I'm live, and I'm not backstage, and I'm not jacking
no,
it.
but if you were streaming, and look, I'll just because you obviously don't remember what you said. These are your words. You said you were streaming. You ended the stream. You left StreamYard on, and then you went and found a good some MILF action, and then you trolled them into believing you were jacking it.
Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Now that wasn't okay. That's not got to do with this video they're trying to fake. That's something different. That has to do with this time. I was ending my streams every now and then, and people would hit the link after I ended and would pop up in the back. This happened a couple times already, and so I ended that night and I waited specifically. And when somebody popped up, I just waited for a little bit, and they stayed there. and then another person had popped in. And then at that point, I started moving the mouse around, and I had my screen on and all that. And that's exactly what I did. And they thought they had caught me in the act of like casually browsing the web, after the stream. And they thought,
And
you
jacking
know,
it.
no, I didn't. But I'm just saying that that's what they thought because of what I chose to do and to pull up on the computer for them. You can hear a ding whenever somebody comes in, so there's no way I would have been awake there and not had seen, especially when it was on that screen first to begin with. They want to try to tell you that I was asleep and I woke up and then I started to do that and I must have been doing that and they got to watch. When
That's
as soon as it
that's what I assumed. That's
as
why
soon
you
as
say
it
that.
started, I ended and I gave them the finger and I told them to fuck off.
But why would you
Like
sit there and jack it then without
that's
closing the StreamYard?
I didn't, dude. Unless you could do that within like 10 seconds, which is how long that lasted. There's no way. Like, I
Well,
mean,
you
that's how
did
quick it
say
was. And then I kicked them. Then I kicked them out of the stage.
on another stream though, you did say that you're super hyper and you do shit at like hyper speed. So I can't rule that out. I mean, I don't know, bro. All I know is
Oh
what
my
you're
god!
saying.
You see, you get told about a troll, but you're automatically taking their side, and then you try to say you're not biased. Like you're not even looking at it from a logical perspective. If I kicked them out of the stream and stuff, which I did, then that means obviously I was aware they were there the whole time. So I was putting on an act. And like I said, ain't nobody can. Man, I can't do that in 10 seconds. No dude can. I mean, that's crazy.
Okay, so but do you understand where that's not defamatory because you obviously put the show on so that people would
No, it
believe
is.
you were
No,
jacking it.
it is. No, it is because once the explanation has been out there, even clearly, because people wanted to make up stuff like this, and you're going to go ahead and still go with the rumor, the stuff that they conjured up
No, because
because they
it's
just
from
they
you
didn't they
though,
didn't want
bro.
me to have the win. They're not going to accept an L, bro. Don't you
It's from
understand
you,
that's what
but
trolls do?
I'm
The
not worried
trolls
about the
don't want to
trolls.
be trolled. The trolls don't
I
want to be
don't.
trolled, bro.
You're
You
right.
know
You're right.
that.
And I'm not worried about the trolls. I don't even. The only reason I said we is
Well,
because
that's why I did
I'm
that. That's
doing
why I
the
did
same
that
thing
was to
they're
troll
doing.
them, and that's why they're
But
so adamant to try to
you
sell
can't
to you the bullshit
you can't
because they
be
don't want
mad
to be
if
looked
you
at
get
as that they
believed.
got an L.
You can't be
Okay,
mad
dude.
though if you get believed. Like that's the thing. If you were to take it to court and say he's
Hey,
defaming me by
I
saying
mean,
I
you
was
believe or
jacking it,
not believe, I've explained clearly because yeah, I mean, you didn't seem to act like you knew everything, so I went ahead and explained it to you. Whatever,
I
I
don't
don't care.
see. I don't know how. I don't know what I think though because I think there's a big
It's fine.
possibility
I don't care.
you were
Think whatever
jacking
you
it.
want.
Okay. Okay. Well.
Think
Okay.
whatever you
So
want.
we got that one. We got that one settled. Now, why would you burn a laptop, bro? I'm curious about that too.
Oh my God! Here's the other thing. Now here's something else that you've been fed again. I have my last laptop in the closet. I pulled it out just recently and showed it on camera. Now I lived in a family home from when I was 3 until about 2021. I didn't come on YouTube until June 2022 or May 2022. I mean, now when we lived at my old house, we didn't have recycling here. And I mistakenly thought and, was told that if you have something that you can't recycle, just to burn it. And that's what we did. We burned leaves, we burned garbage, a bunch
Seriously?
of different things. And yes,
Who
anyways,
told you that?
we live in a small town in the country, okay? Everybody burns stuff. There's no
Well,
law
whoever
against it.
told you
I
that is
mean,
like against the law and tripping and everything. Because
it's not against
that's
the
the
law. It's
opposite.
not against the law here. It's not. It's not. I mean, you're allowed to burn stuff here. Anywho, moving on. So that happened because my old laptop stopped working completely, and that's what I decided to do because I had no way to throw it into recycling because we don't have a recycle. We don't have a
Why not just
receptacle
throw it in
here
the
in town.
trash?
We don't have a community receptacle. I thought it'd be better to be burned than for it to sit in the landfill and slowly rot and contaminate the ground and the groundwater.
But
That was
instead,
my
you
logic on.
contaminate the atmosphere.
Look, no, that little smoke didn't last that long at all. And the fact that we were in a small country area didn't go on and affect a bunch of people either because it went straight up into the air.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. It's not like I was living in a damn crowded city.
But you and I just have to bring this up, bro, because and like I said, I don't go like
Anyway,
I
I
don't
didn't bring
purely.
this up. You just brought it up because they fed
Yeah,
you this story. They're trying to say this one guy had threatened one time. He got mad because I got a video of his taken down, and he threatened to have hackers. He called them black hat hackers to put CP on my computer.
oh
And
snap.
so that whenever I turned it on, I was going to go to jail and get locked up for life. And
Okay, so, and did he do that? Are you claiming that he did that?
no. Fusion and all of them laughed though, and it was pretty fucked up thing to say. And then he said, "I don't care if you suck a fat baby's dick with hairy ball." Like I don't know who says some shit like that, but he said that. But I still respect the
Wow.
dude, because he has 4 Purple Hearts. He served in our military. But regardless, he did that
But
fucked
you
up
were
shit.
just
And
screaming
then, and then
fuck
he
the
and then he
military
tried
the
to
other
say. Then
day.
he hold on. I'm trying to say something. Explain to you. Then he tried to say, "Well, wouldn't you not know it that the next day he burned that like that is complete cap and false and made up because when I was on YouTube, when that happened between me and him, I didn't have a burn pit anymore. We had moved out at the end of December. And they know that I also moved again. Whenever I first came on YouTube, I moved again because they had this one dude pretend that he was going to send me a better computer, and he got my address that way, and that's how they doxed my address. Now I know what
Okay,
I'm talking about.
but I have to push back a
So
little
I
bit
have
though.
had 3
This is
computers. One of
hold
them,
on though.
one of them was hold on. I've had 3 computers. One was burned before I came on YouTube because I thought that was the best way. The second one I still have here, even though it doesn't work. I kept it because I can't burn it,
Okay, do you
and
want to sell that
I'm
one?
not worried about it. And then the third one I have is the one I'm using right now. So I
And
have 2
are
out
you
of
trying
3
to
of them.
sell the second one
I would sell. I mean, it don't work.
for how much?
I don't care. I mean, you're not going to find nothing on it.
I'll take it. I'll give you $50 for it.
I don't know why you would give me $50 for a broken laptop. But if this is some
Hey,
way for y'all to try to say, "Oh, he ain't have nothing to like," I mean, nobody would, in their right mind, would sell you a laptop that has anything personal of their stuff on it that you could get. So,
yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
obviously, I
but
wouldn't be
let's
selling
hold
it
on.
to you.
I want to go back. I have to push back against something you said, bro, because you're and look, I don't go based on them, bro. I go based on what you
A
say.
lot of what you're saying is based on them.
It,
Well, I don't know what they played for you, but if they played for you anything, uh, I know that I didn't say that I just, I was telling a story from when I burned one back whenever I came back from rehab. I clearly
so
remember
you
what I
burned
said
more
on
than
that
one.
live. No, it was only one, dude. I've told you that already now 2, 3
But you
times.
just said you burned one, which would give me the idea that you burned more than one.
No, well, you can give that idea if you want to, but that's not the facts. The fact
Okay,
is
I'm
that
clarifying. But
when I lived at one house that had that burn and we burned stuff, one got burned. I haven't lived there since 2021. Ergo,
okay,
that's why I still have a computer that doesn't work because I haven't thrown it away because I don't want to put it. I still don't want to put it in the landfill, and I don't want to burn it either because ever since people decided to give me a hard time about this, I found out that it's not the best thing to burn. But versus I mean, they really don't know which one's worse. or
It's
the
worse.
other.
It's way worse to burn it. Anybody would tell you that.
No, that's not what that's. I looked it up. That is not what it said. It
Okay,
said
but
that if you throw it away, I mean, you're talking, it takes so many years for that battery to break down. That smoke, the damage that smoke and stuff is going to do is going to be very small and very quick, and then it's going to go away.
it's
And
gonna
the
poke a hole
atmosphere
in
will
the
be,
atmosphere.
it's not going to poke. Oh my God. Well, every time somebody starts their car, it pokes a hole in the atmosphere, bro. So, I mean,
So you
if that's
agree?
the way you're going to look at it.
But let me I have to back up real quick because, like I said, and this is purely going by what you have said. You
Mm.
said on a stream where you were talking to your grandpa, and I just played it last night. You said that you burned that laptop, and then you mentioned the guy threatening you with the black hat hackers or whatever. So you are the one that drew that connection. Nobody else.
No, no, I didn't draw that connection. I'm talking about from a video that I just saw here recently. I hadn't seen before when Triple T talked about it. That's where I'm drawing that from. I'm not drawing
Mm,
from the live because I don't remember the lives enough, but I know this that whatever I said in the live was based upon what he had initially said, but I didn't say because of that. I then decided to burn. Like I never said that. Like
Yes, you
go
did.
ahead,
In
play
this,
it back.
no, you didn't say
Give
because.
me the give me the link with the
I'll play
timestamp.
it for you. Hold on.
I wanna no, I wanna see. I want the link myself. I wanna pull it up. I wanna play 2-3 minutes even before that. Because see that's what they do. They love to give you little bitty clips or tell you to start here and then you miss something from right beforehand that would maybe make your whole perception of it different because they don't want you
Sure.
listening to the whole thing.
Sure, but I stumbled across this. This wasn't something that I just put on a random live stream to play, and then you
Like
happened
I
to be
said,
talking
you
about
could
it.
just send me the link and let
Okay,
me.
hang on, I gotta find it. Okay, and okay, so while I'm looking for this thing, another question: why would you have naked pictures of your brother on your laptop, bro? That's
I don't have no
super
naked
stuff.
pictures of my brother. That's another lie that they said. I said that me and my brother, at the most, when we were younger, my brother used to not wear a shirt a lot of time, and so I said at the most I might have some pictures like that whenever we was outside without a shirt on or something, because they was trying to say that I had fucking CP on my computer, and they tried to say it was about this picture of my nephew. And whenever I finally saw what they was talking about, I pulled the shit up for him and I said, "Does that look like a naked person?" And I mean, it's been on my Facebook public for years. And they tried to say it was CP. I'm just telling you, that's what they do. They point at and they say that there's smoke and fire somewhere where there's not. And you don't understand that. You
No,
ain't
I
got it yet.
understand that. And I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt in saying that I haven't heard what you have, because I think that you say the truth sometimes, and I think that you just say bullshit sometimes, depending on what your mood is, and then you don't
Whatever you
remember what
want
you
to say.
say.
I,
But
I, I know enough, even if I don't remember exactly something minute by minute. I know what it was along the lines that I said.
well, during this stream that I'm about to send you, you said like you didn't make any distinction, you didn't pause in the conversation. You said, "Yeah, I burned that thing at the at the old house. You remember, Grandpa?" And then you immediately went to
Right there. Key word, old house. And that
yeah.
was before I came on YouTube.
But you
So the little I,
immediately jumped to and there was this guy that threatened that he was gonna put this stuff on my whatever and
well,
blah blah.
that had to do with the current one. That didn't have to do with that one. So, I mean, that I could see how you can maybe get confused by that, but that's not the case. That had to do with the current. That had nothing, because I mean, obviously, if I just said the old house, then that one was gone. I'm not in the old house currently. And so when I went on and talked about that, that's because it was on my mind because he just fucking threatened it. So, I
Okay.
mean, that's a simple explanation right there.
Okay. Now, what other questions was there? Oh, the spaghetti butt. So,
Oh my God.
what's up with the spaghetti butt?
I have no idea what the fuck that even means.
Yeah, somebody said, or you said apparently that you have worms in your butt. You there? Did you get disconnected? Did you get disconnected? Square Bear, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I muted? I need to know about the spaghetti butt. I'll wait for you to come back. Do 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 do. Oh, Z suck my ball sack. How about that? How about that? Z suck on my ball sack. Do 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 do. Hello and welcome to the Spaghetti Butt Show. Do 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 do. And anybody in my chat, y'all guys give me some more questions. I can't remember all of them right off the dome. Oh yeah, about getting beat up by the one-legged guy and screaming help. And yeah, I remembered a few of them. Do 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 do. Where are you at, Square? Don't tell me we have a lost spaghetti butt. That's pretty gay of you. Well,
Can you hear me
I'm glad
now?
that you noticed. Oh, what happened?
Hello.
I thought we lost you, bro. I was scared.
For some reason, I can't hear you.
Oh yeah. Can you hear me? Boo doo doo
Z,
doo
can you hear me?
doo. Yeah, now I can. Can you hear me? Don't tell me you're having technical difficulties. We're just barely getting warmed up. We're really starting to bond, bro. Boo doo 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 doo. Oh, and for those of you guys that to support the Blizzy, like and subscribe and share and tell your friends. And those of you that support the spaghetti butt, suck on my ball sack. Do 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 do. Hello, welcome to the Spaghetti Butt Show. I hope you guys brought your strainers and your marinara sauce because we have the Spaghetti Butt Challenge going on today, guys. Do 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 do. Hey, have you experienced a spaghetti butt? Uh, if so, then you're like Square, and you got a caterpillar in your butt. But don't worry, guys, because one day they'll turn into butterflies, and you'll go to take a dookie, and butterflies will fly out of your butt. Do 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 do
Hello.
do 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 do. That's a good question. Square has Square learned how to lift 50 pounds? I don't. I seriously doubt it. I don't think that's a skill you can learn. I think that's more of like a skill that would be
Hello.
based on your level of testosterone. What's up, Square? How you doing? What's up? Welcome to the show. Do do do
Can you
do
hear me?
do. Yeah, can you hear me? Can
Yeah,
you hear me? But spaghetti, but uh, uh, okay,
you're
okay.
done, bro.
I'm just gonna rapid
Look, you're
fire.
trolling like I'm just gonna rapid fire this. Your trolling sucks, bro. Like you just might
That's
as well
cool.
stop. Like it's not doing anything. Like
No,
you
if
got no
it
qualm
sucks,
with me.
if it
Like
sucks, that means I gotta
your
step my game
qualm.
up.
You was talking shit, and you got no qualm with me. Like you're gonna be aligning yourself with people that are falsely calling some dude, shit that he's not, and that's on you. But
Well, we're
you just
getting
need to
to the
be
bottom.
aware.
We're getting answers. We're getting answers. Can you
No, you're
explain the
not getting
spaghetti
any
butt?
answers. They don't want real answers, bro. I've been through
But I
2
do.
years of this shit.
So, what about stabbing your grandpa? Did you really stab your grandpa?
No, again, that's another lie. You know.
Okay. Can you give us some elaboration on that? We're curious. I'm
Well,
curious.
if you actually listen what happened, instead of me having to sit here and answer it when I've done it over and over and over before.
I'm listening. Like I don't. I never
You're
heard the
you're trying
explanation.
like I get it. You're trying to be cool for them. Like I know you're
No,
trying to be cool for them.
I
Fusion sniping the whole time. Like
I
I'm
fought with
aware.
them. Like I don't care. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because you
You
insulted me.
wouldn't fight with them. You wouldn't last a month. You wouldn't last a
Okay.
month with them.
Uh,
You
I
wouldn't,
would
bro.
definitely. I definitely wouldn't get
I've
on stream and try to start.
I've endured being sent to the hospital. I've endured being the cops being shoved down my face. I've endured having my family fucked with. I've endured people going to my grandma's grave and putting shit on it. I've endured motherfuckers coming to my house and trying to film it and get up close and fuck with me.
Can
I've
you give us
endured
some?
people. I've endured people threatening and saying they're going to do this, that, and the third. I've endured package after package after
But
package
you're
after
outrunning my. You're.
delivery person, repair person. I've fucking dealt with them calling my dad, bothering them,
You're
my
outrunning my
granddad.
audience, bro. My audience can't keep up. So let's start with the spaghetti butt. Can you give us
Oh
any
well,
kind of?
they can always rewind back and stuff. Look, every human being. No, hate to be the person to blow your bubble, but in case you didn't know, all of you got parasites in you right now. Every single one of you.
I don't have spaghetti, but
You have parasites in you. Yes, you do. If you eat cooked food, you've got parasites. Do you eat meat and cooked food
I
and
don't
dairy
have spaghetti,
products?
but
Okay. Well,
I've
go
never
ahead.
had no worms in
Just
my butt.
keep believing what you think. Oh no, it's not to the point. Look, it doesn't look like a worm. All right, it's not really worms, dude. Not all parasites actually look like a worm. Regardless, you've got parasites in you, whether you want to accept it or not.
Okay, so that's your explanation for that. Okay, so what about the stabbing grandpa
I
and
was getting myself clean. I did a colon cleanse, and I saw a lot of the stuff that came. That's all that was, and they want to turn it into something that is stupid.
okay, so so what about badgering and harassing and stabbing grandpa? Is that true or no?
Oh, I mean, I thought you was psychic. You can't tell me what the answer is. It's not true. Of course, it's
No,
not.
I was
All right.
lying about being psychic. That was a joke.
Oh, it was funny.
Yeah. But so it's explanations. We're not going on psychic abilities. I'm trying to figure out what happened at the gas pumps. Like just think of me as like a detective. The
Dude,
spaghetti
nothing
butt
happened at
detective.
the gas. Nothing happened at the gas pumps. That's the most stupidest shit ever. What? Because he didn't like the way I did something. I mean, a small argument. Whoa. I mean, they're gonna try to make something out of that. They called and they wasted social services and lied to them and said that I was like physically abusing him too and stuff. And they came here and they talked to my granddad and then they left. And of course, they never came back because there was nothing here. Like they went and talked to the police too, and the police told them that, yeah, they've been trying to weaponize the police against, harassing me and all that stuff. That's
Does
what
your
they've done.
grandpa still spank you?
Okay, I'm not gonna deal with you anymore. I've given you plenty of good answers and told
That's a
you
legitimate question.
enough, you know. But
Don't block me, bro. Don't
you
block me.
you have fun. You have fun trying to think that you actually matter. Make a shit difference with me because you don't. All right, you have a good one. Fucking dumbass. Once you start disrespecting me like that, that's when you get off the panel. You know what? It's time to make something for breakfast, and I'll come right back. Citizen Z, you want to play a game of chess or something before I probably get off here? I had to confront that dude because I'm telling you, like, he completely stood there and tried to shake away and say, like, almost make it out like I had some unrealistic expectations upon him. He fucking, through being talked with, said that he came to understand, like, he saw how they acted that one night. They had a bunch of viewers pour into his channel. He said all that, and then he flip flops. But I wasn't permitted to say anything about it. And my issue with Penelope, it was really supposed to be between me and her. She might have told him about it, but that's why I didn't really get a whole bunch of. I mean, that's got nothing to do with him. I mean, he can act like he does, but it didn't. He made his choice. Like, you heard him say, "Oh, I got like 400 subs." Good for you. I wonder how many active they are. How come you ain't got 400 people in when you're live? You got 400 brand new worthy subs. You don't realize how many of those are alt accounts with subs and stuff of the same person over and over. He's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot. I think he really likes that phrase. He was saying that you get excited on that term, wasn't you? So he's self-exploding all that. Let's see. All right, give me a second. Probably had him on a little bit longer than I expected. For a second, I came back on and it showed him, and it didn't have the banner over it, and I was like, "Oh shit! Did my banner go?" I was like, "Why didn't he follow me?" And then all of a sudden, it loaded the banner in finally, and I was like, "Hey." I was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah. He tried to say it was no big deal. Shit. Wait, what I heard last night, it was a very big deal. Yeah, he got so mad he went to go ahead and do a 24-hour stream about it. Oh, Steve Bug, looking at it. Was he telling UZ to suck his butt? That was weird. What's going on, Brownie? Oh. Let me pull up chess. One second. And we got a game of chess. Z is white, I'm black. I fell out. Let's see. All right, you did good on that one. You won. You won. I'll play you again a little bit later. That's all for me right now. That kind of pissed me off a little bit. You got me too damn good. I used the Sicilian defense against you too. That's what that was. The little three pawns and the bishop with the castled king. That was the Sicilian. Yeah, you pissed me off, you little shit. I made a blunder somewhere. I'm gonna review that game. We gotta upload this outlaw woman well stream. Oh, so that's what you did. I didn't even notice. Anyways, might do something later on. I'm gonna get off here for now. Have a good rest of the day. Till next time, peace.